So you can go to the, let me see here, the GATM website, JDM. You can find the link in your guide. You want to download the data, so you can download special data by country. Yes, this website there's plenty of dodgy bots and so on, so don't click anywhere but in the middle, and you can download the special data by country. Here is a pop-up, so we close it, and then the country, for example, I choose Ghana. You see that you have all the boundaries and the shapefile for Ghana, and you can click here again. Don't click around, but in my case, I click on shapefile. Okay, I want to download the shapefile with all the 3 different levels of boundaries for Ghana. You can see that the 0 level is the external one, the country level. The level 1 is the state level within the counties, and the level 2 are the small counties within the state. Okay, so you can download the shapefile with all the boundaries, and then you can store it. Another thing that you need to know before running a general OnSSET and before considering working with OnSSET in a particular country is the coordinate system. You have this, for example, you can use this website if you are not aware of the projected coordinate system that are used in your area of extent. So it's going to migrate to an API version, but if you go there, it's still working. So if I want to have something for Ghana, I just click Ghana, click search. I get all the coordinate system utilized in Ghana. I select the projected one, close again, pop up, and you see that, for example, I have a metric 1 Ghana national grid that is good enough for the whole Ghana, so I can choose this one or another one if the area of extent is different. Okay, but at country level, I prefer to use the national grid. What I need to remember to record is this one, right? The 2136 or the name Accra Ghana National Grid. Once that I know this, I know that I have, my area of extent is the country of Ghana. I have this coordinate system. Now what I need is population raster. So where I can find and how can download population data. There are different data sources with population that you can find freely on internet, unless you have your own data sources. So you can start by using these 2 that are mentioned in the guidelines. So you have the data here. You can find, for example, Ghana population raster. And you can see that I have Ghana population count here, Ghana settlements, catchment areas. So population count is a TIFF, so it's a raster, the file that I need. So you can go there and see what you have. And you can see that you can download the population data for Ghana raster level for 2020 and 2018, and so on. Okay, so the most recent is the 2020. Another one that is very good for our purpose is the Landscan population data. So if you go to Landscan, you have Landscan Data Explorer. So you can select the countries that you need, and you can use the interface to explore your data set. Otherwise, you can click on download. You have to insert your email and some information about you, but then you can download the data set. There are 2 data sets, 3 actually, but for us, the global and the high resolution. For the high resolution, you have few countries. Okay, so you can see that, for example, Ghana is not there, but you have other countries that could be interesting, and also are this list is going to be expanded. So at some point, Landscan is planned to have everything with high resolution. Okay. Otherwise, you can download the global one, and you can select the 2023. That is the most recent one, and download the population raster. Otherwise, you can find probably other population raster that are specific for your country that could be available as open source or even commercially. Now, the third layer that you need if you want to use the plugin for Quantum.js to create a population cluster is the night light raster. Okay, so satellite images of night lights. These images are gonna basically showing to you're gonna show to OnSSET which are the electrified areas and which are not, and compare this electrification with the population raster. Is useful, of course, to understand which area are more reached by electricity than others, and compare this result with the population distribution. So how this data move a little bit during the last years from different websites. Now they are hosted in this website here, the Earth Observation Group. So you can find the link here. You can see that there are different files available: monthly, annual, revised, not revised, and cloud, different type of coverage. What I suggest you to use is the annual. Okay, for the annual version of the night light. So it's as you can see the description, you can decide by yourself which is the most appropriate for your analysis, of course, but a good starting point will be this annual nighttime lights. The latest version is the version 2.2. So if you go to download, you click here, you see that the 2022 and the 2023 raster are already cleaned and ready to use. So you can download, for example, the latest one. This is the 2023. And compared to the previous version of the night lights, I need to move, sorry, my toolbar. You can see that if you ever work with these images before, you can see that you don't have here the tiles anymore in the annual version, so you need to download the whole world. That is a big file, 9.1 gigabyte. So you can download it, be patient a little bit, and then you can load this file as a raster in both Quantum.js or a JS as you prefer. Okay. Since this is a file that covers the whole world, or even for the population data, if you download it from Landscan, you need to cut it, okay? So to extract the raster, the part of the raster that you need for your area of interest. So you can see in this example here, I already downloaded and clipped. So this is the extent of Ghana. You remember the boundary level 0 that are downloaded from the GADM website. And then let's say that you have is already clipped here, but you have you can load this massive raster with the night lights for the whole world. You can, if you use a JS, you can start by mask. If you go in the tools, geoprocessing, extract by mask, your input raster is your nightlight raster, okay, the one covering the whole world, and your mask data is the shapefile representing the boundaries of Ghana in this case, okay? Your hotspot raster will be the night lights raster only within the boundary of Ghana. And you can do the same with the population raster if you have a population raster that cover a bigger extent of your polygon. You can do the same thing in Quantum.js by going processing toolbox, and you can use clip raster by mask layer. In the clip raster by mask layer, you have a very similar interface. Your input layer will be the satellite image, the nightlight satellite images covering the whole world. Your mask layer will be the shapefile with the boundary of your country. Here is asking you your coordinate system. We say before, we checked it before on the website that we can use the 2136 Ghana National Grid. You can specify it. Then you run it, and then you get you can get the nightlight satellite image for Ghana in this case. And if you clip also the population raster, you can have the population raster for your country. Okay, now let's say that you have here your boundary. So then you have this one that is a raster that represents the night lights clipped to your country. Then you have this other one, Ghana Population 2020, that represents the population raster clipped to your area of extent.